Welcome to the second ever episode of the Passport Chronicles podcast. And today is a very special day because not only is this the first ever special episode, we're here with someone who has an amazing story to tell. When it comes to traveling, it's not always about the places you want to go. Today you're going to hear about a place you really don't want to go. And I hope this is a cautionary tale. I hope you learn. I hope you laugh. I hope you really enjoy something. And here to tell us all about it is Alexander Bradley.
What's up? What's going on? Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. I'm glad to be here. We are in San Jose, California. Okay, and so Alex, you recently went to prison. What was that like?
Well, at first it was, it was all new to me. Brand new, learning as I went, high, it was intense, anxious. I was anxious all the time, on edge, always like what's gonna happen next kind of thing. But I mean, after a while, it became regular. Like I got used to it. The human mind has a pretty great way of adapting to situations. And it's kind of like I think about it sometimes. It's kind of fucked up how used to it I got. How normal it was, how comfortable I got. But yeah, it was like nothing I ever thought I would experience. Nothing I would have ever imagined I'd go through. Yeah, nothing I ever imagined anybody I know would go through,
But I mean, you made out the other side.
Yeah.
I would say you definitely changed, and hopefully here today you
For
can
sure.
tell the word about some of the lessons you went through and what it was like. And so, how long were you in there for?
I did about 4 years. It was like 3 years, 11 months, and like some days. So yeah, damn near 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So when I say the word prison to you, what comes to mind?
Prison, gun towers, chain link fence, electric fence, the yard with the concrete walls, bunch of stone-faced dudes, drugs, letters. Yeah, those are the first few things.
Letters, what do you mean by that?
So, usually, they do mail like, what is it? I think they do it 6 days a week. They just don't hand it out on Sundays. And so, you got your people usually. Everybody's usually got somebody, and like family, girl, homeboys, homegirls, whatever. Because for the longest, you were very limited on phone calls, and so you're always shooting out hella letters. And when you get that letter back in the mail, it's like a Christmas present, bro. It's like, when you hear those keys jangling and they're walking, passing out mail, you're waiting at the door like, man, do I got something? Like, need my people get back to me? And it's getting kind of bummed out when it's like, man, I swear, I had something coming, but yeah, the letters,
So it really is like Christmas, like,
yeah.
And it's nice because in a way you really do appreciate the little things.
For sure, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing. Is like I very quickly realized how much I took for granted out here. There's you got everything out here, bro. Like there's so much to be grateful for, and that is what I failed to realize for my whole life. Until I got locked up. Because you're just stripped of so much, and you start to think about like shit that you start to think about things you want to do, and things you can't wait to do, things that you wish you could do that weren't even like a passing thought, like out here. Like it just happens, you just do them, It's like, oh, it might be fun, or, this would be nice, but it's not like, this is amazing, this is a privilege, this is a blessing to be able to do this, Yeah, it gives you a whole new appreciation on life, that's for sure, That's for sure. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I've never been arrested.
Yeah.
And I'm really curious, what happens after you get put in the cuffs and you get put in the car? Like, what's next? Because, like, that's often when the movie ends.
Yeah,
I really do want to know, like, what happens after that?
Well, for me, I'm pretty sure it's, like, similar to an extent. Yeah, put the cuffs on me. They put me in the back of the cop car. Well, I mean, they search you, pat you down, all that, put you in the back of the cop car. And then, you know, they took me to the police station. And they're like, you know, of course they always start asking a bunch of questions, and, you know, I mean, you don't answer those, you know, and then they read you your Miranda rights. And then you're just waiting there for a while, a cool minute, I don't know, while they do whatever I don't know what it is they do that takes so fucking long, but, you know, I mean, it felt like a long time. Honestly, it probably wasn't even that long, but, like, it felt like forever to me.
It makes sense because you're on edge. Everything's new.
Yeah, I was
You
just
don't know
like,
what's next.
I mean, yeah, no, definitely, yeah. I mean, like, I knew where I was going, but, like, I didn't know.
Yeah, you didn't know the process. You didn't know what was in store.
Yeah, so then from the police station, you know, they give you they give you a ride to the county jail, and I mean, you know, they pull up to the jail, they enter the keypad, this fucking door opens, and you go into like this parking garage type thing. At least that's what I did, and you put in a holding cell. Now you do get put in a holding cell for a cool minute usually, and you know it's just you. And there's a phone that you can call, you know, you can call. At least at this jail there was. And you're there for, you know, a few hours minimum. You know, I've heard like some people being stuck in there for like a day.
Oh wow.
You know.
At least there's a phone.
Yeah, you know, that was a blessing for sure. But then after that they you know, they bring you your bedroll and they take you to the housing unit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean for me, I had got my like head split open a little bit, nothing crazy.
By who?
But my crazy ass stupid self, yeah, I like smacked it against the partition in the car, tripping, just like throwing a fit, like hella angry for no like, I don't know, just off drugs, like just tripping, like just mad, you know?
I think everyone's mad when it's like you see the end of the road.
Yeah,
I think that
I was like in denial,
yeah.
like, you know what I mean? Like, like I knew what was happening, but I didn't want to admit to myself like what was happening, you know. And you know, I was just being a dick, just talking shit to the police, and yeah, bro. And so they took me to the hospital. They tried to give me stitches. I was like, fuck that, no medical. And so because of that, and because I was like, bro, this fool is like raging right now.
Why'd you say no to the medical?
I don't know, I was just like, fuck this, fuck everything, fuck you, I don't want nothing, you know what I mean, fuck you guys, you know, like that was what I was on, you know,
mindset?
And so, I didn't go straight to like a housing, like a general population housing unit. They put me in like a medical ward, and I was there for like 7 days. And then they put me into a regular tank. Because I was like, what the fuck? Like, I'm fine. Like, get me the fuck out of here. Like, you know, I have a little fucking cut on my face, you know? Like.
So if you were in medical for 7 days, you just sit in like a hospital bed?
Yeah, it was actually like a hospital bed. You're just in a cell by yourself. You, you get out of the cell for an hour a day. You get 30 minutes in this room that has like a TV, a phone, clippers, and a book rack.
You mean like nail clippers?
They had nail clippers and hair clippers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but and then you get 30 minutes in that room, and then you get 30 minutes in the yard. But the yard at this jail, because it's newer, it was just like a big fucking cement room, concrete cement, whatever the fuck, with like a metal blind that got fresh air, but you couldn't see outside, you couldn't see the sky, you couldn't see the sun. It just, you could, you know, feel like a little bit of a breeze, you know what I mean?
Wow, but, even that's something you take for granted. So
you
really don't feel like the breeze or the outside air or anything?
No, and plus I was like, it was weird. It was in like they called it infirmary, you know? And I was with a bunch of fucking like, I mean, I was in a cell by myself at first, you know? Yeah. But there's just a bunch of like whack jobs in there, bro. Like screaming at night and shit, and like just I was just like, what the fuck you guys have me here for? I mean, I knew it because I was fucking acting up when I got arrested. You know, I was just talking shit. Fucking, I kept slipping my cuffs out from under my feet and put them in front, and I was just being like annoying, you know, talking hella shit to the cops, just like, but so I didn't. I was just still by myself for like
Okay.
the first like week
Okay.
until they put me into like a general population.
Yeah, would you say there's like a big difference between county jail and normal prison?
For sure.
Okay.
For sure. I mean, some county jails, I mean, from what I've heard, I've only been to one,
Okay.
because that was the first and only time I've ever been arrested.
Yeah.
County jail is, I mean, like, it's like political, but I mean, Placer County is like real watered down,
Okay. Yeah.
which is cool, you know what I mean? Like, like each race sits at their own table, but other than that, it's like, there ain't no other rules, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as you're not like stealing from people or like just doing outlandish shit, But and then prison is it's like a whole different.
And so you said political. What does that mean?
Like each race, is has like their area. There's certain rules, like you can't eat with like if you're white, you can't eat food with blacks, northerners, and others. You can eat food. I mean, like, you can like make spread with like Southsiders, but
What do you mean by a Southsider?
like Serenians.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yep. Because you have Serenians, Norteños,
Okay.
blacks, whites, others like Pacific Islander, Asians.
Okay.
And it's just everything's like there's boundaries everywhere. Each race has its own area. You work out with your people. You only settle up with your people. Just shit like that. And I mean, and then like each race has like, at least each race has like their like shot caller, or they hold the keys to the yard. They're the key holder, that's what they call it. And basically they run the yard. They like call the shots essentially. You do this, you can do this, you can do that. If they're on like a workout program, like this is like we work out mandatory. This is what we're going to do. Or like some people are like, well, more laid back. Like you got to work out. Or you can do what you want. It's usually burpees though. Usually they make you do burpees. Like for whites, you got to do like 123, 123. But like it's usually like a variation of like different kinds of burpees.
So do they have any weights?
No, not in prison no more. I guess they did back in the day, but I don't remember. I don't know when they took weights away. I don't know. There wasn't any.
It makes sense. I've seen the pictures. Those guys were gigantic.
Yeah, no, that's what I heard. I mean, like,
yeah.
I mean, like, I saw like some guys that were like left over from that. Like, I mean, they still have like that crazy bulk. I don't know. They could have been like natural, but I'm just like, there's no way you get that from like calisthenics. I mean, you could. I don't know. You could if you just go like that hard and eat that much, and have great, genetics. But yeah, fucking. No weights. It's just there's like medicine balls, like an ab roller at some places depending where you're at. Then just dip bar, pull up bar, sit up, fucking bench thing. You know what I mean? Repeat your legs in, whatever. And that's about it. Just bar work. A lot of bar work.
Is that the only time you get in the yard? Is just working out?
Most of it, yeah. But I mean, you can go play play handball, or they got like a football you can throw around. Do like a softball. There's basketball. Some places have volleyball and like little like soccer you can set up like with those little like pop up nets. But there's like recreational activities for sure. But it's usually workout though for the first. However long it takes you to complete whatever workout it is you're supposed to do.
So is there like a set time limit? Like you only get like an hour or 30 minutes or something?
So when I went to prison, it was COVID.
Okay.
So the hour was 2 hours.
Okay.
So it was cool, you know what I mean? I mean, if you're active that whole 2 hours, it's like you're ready to go after 2 hours,
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I wasn't really tripping. But at one point I had a yard crew job, so like I would just like clean up the yard, grab the like equipment, and put it away when yard was over. And so I was able to stay out for like multiple yards.
Okay.
So like I was able to stay out, or I could go in if I wanted. It was cool.
Oh, I see. So they had like a rotation, or did it?
Yeah. So like, for example, like when I was at Salinas, like buildings 5 and 7 go out to yard together, and buildings 6 and 8 go out to yard together.
How many buildings is there?
At Salinas Valley, it's 180 design. So there's 4 buildings though on
Okay.
the yard. I mean, so like there's like the yard is there's the lower yard and the upper yard. The lower yard is like building 1 through 4, and building 1 is the ad seg, like the whole, and then there's the upper yard, building 5, 6, 7, 8,
Okay.
and then so there's like 2 yards, and then they're split by a big wall, and then there's like a joining patio that has like the law library, the chapel, medical, the canteen window, and like so maybe like some class education, like classrooms.
Okay.
You know, yes, sir. Oh, and there's a gym too. You know that. So like 2 yards, wall, patio, and there's a gym too.
So what does the gym have if it's just all calisthenics outside?
I mean, the gym has basketball hoops, but where I was at Sneeze, they just they used it for like classes or like groups,
Okay.
like small groups.
Okay.
Yeah, they never like let us in there to play like indoor basketball or anything. It was just used for groups.
How long were you at the county jail?
11 months.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then where did you go after that?
I went to Tracy for reception,
Okay.
and then they sent me to Valley State Prison, but I was barely there. I ended up going to the hole, and for 6 months.
What is the hole?
Administration segregation. It's I mean basically, so it's like when you're on the yard, like you have like your certain like personal belongings, like you have like CDs, you have like some personal clothes that you can order from the catalogs, you know, all food. But like when you go to the hole, everything's taken from you for like usually like 2 weeks, sometimes longer. You go to the hole, you're in there, you got like a t-shirt, boxers, socks, and a jumpsuit, and fucking they'll give you like a book or like some Sudoku maybe, if like the nurses will maybe, and usually like that for like 2 weeks to a month with nothing, and then after you see committee, which is like it's like a hearing of why you're in the hole, you know, what's the next step, and and then after they approve, then you get your property, like your TV and a couple other things. There's a lot you can't have. You can't have a CD player, you can't have personal clothes, some food items you can't have. Like the canteen list is like way smaller when you're in the hole than when you're on the yard, and you can only spend, at the time it was $55. It went up to 60, but I was in the hole when that happened.
And how long do you have to spend the $60?
A month. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And what are the things they sold there?
Ramen, beans, rice, oatmeal, like 4 different chips. Had some cookies, Kool-Aid, hygiene items, fucking combs, like a comb brush. That's about it. Yeah.
Would you say the prices are similar to outside? Or?
Oh, way cheaper. I mean, yeah, cheaper. Like, yeah, way cheaper. Yeah, like ramen is like 25 cents.
Yeah, the same as grocery store.
Oh, okay. Well, the chips are like they have like big ass bags of chips though, and they're like $1, like something like $1.20.
Okay, that's
and they're like pretty big, you know.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, not way cheaper. Just some things are cheaper. Yeah.
Okay.
For the most part, yeah, I guess it is the same. Now I think about it. It's just, I don't know. Yeah.
So how often did you get access to the cantina?
Once a month.
Oh,
So
okay.
in the hole, they deliver it to your door. You fill out a slip, they come pick it up. Like usually the next 3 days, they bring it to your door. Because you can't leave your cell unless you're handcuffed. But when you're on the
I
yard,
didn't know that.
when you're on the yard, you go. There's a canteen window, and you wait in line, and you bring back your bags, and you usually have turned in your list in the morning. You go later that day, and give you your shit. But on the yard, you can spend $240 at canteen. At first, it was $220. Then with inflation, they raised it to $240.
Okay. So if you can't leave your cell unless you're handcuffed, how do you get into the yard then?
You're escorted.
Oh,
Yeah, by CO. Yeah, handcuffed.
Okay.
And
Wow.
and then they put you in like a little cage that's like from me to that wall back there, like so I don't know, like 10, maybe it's like maybe like 12 feet, 11 feet long, and then like 7 feet wide, just a cage, like chain link, and just with a toilet and a sink, and that's it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
And so I've heard a lot about solitary confinement. Is that the same as the whole?
Yeah, that's what they call it. I mean, it used to. So I've heard at least. It used to be like way worse.
Okay.
Back in the day, like you wouldn't even be able to get your TV. I mean, the TV and all that, but like when you ain't got nothing, like, that's like.
And so, how does access to the TV work? Is it always there, or
A digital antenna.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you scan for channels. I mean, you only get like the basic ones. You know.
Wait, so it's like those ancient TVs with like the sticks, and you gotta like move them around?
No, I mean same concept, but like
Okay.
the digital antenna, it's usually like a flat square thing with a cord you plug into your TV, you move it around the wall, try to find signal.
Yeah.
And
is it always there?
what do you mean?
Like you can watch TV at any time?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's yours. I mean, you have to buy it, or like your
Okay.
friends and family or whatever. Yep.
And then I've heard a lot about like library prisons. Like, how does that work?
So at Salinas, there was the law library and the library were the same. I mean, I never really went. I was always like borrowed books from people. I read so many books. I always borrowed books from people, or had my family send me books. You know, I was lucky to have that. But it was like maybe like 3 rows of shelves of books. Some prisons have better libraries. Some don't have very good ones. Like St. Valley wasn't that great. But yeah, it's just like a little like a window you go to, and they have the books there. Some places have a list of books. Some places you just have to look and see what they got. But
And then how often can people visit you, or is there like a place you have to go where people can visit you?
You can get. They had when visits are up and running.
Mhm.
They have them on Fridays and Saturdays.
Okay.
Yeah, so every week.
Wait, so there was a time due to COVID they didn't have visiting?
Yeah, for like 6 months, 5-6 months. Yeah.
Wow, that's horrible.
Yeah, it was whack. It was so whack.
And then once you're in prison, how often do you get to make calls? Because I heard you get like a phone call every once in a while.
In the whole, because of COVID,
Okay.
we got one every 2 weeks, one 15-minute call every
Uh-huh.
2 weeks. And then when you're like when I was on the Arboretum at Salinas, it was you got signed up for one 15-minute phone call a day. Sometimes, and they'd rotate with like which cells they signed up first, so sometimes there wouldn't be any like on the list. But
Wait, so they have a limited list of people that can make calls?
I mean, it's messed up. Yeah, it's not
Wow.
like there's always like when the block is full, like there's at least like in each section maybe like 2-3 people that don't get on the list. Yeah,
Wow.
a day.
Has that ever been you?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, okay.
For sure. Yeah, like I mean, and I wasn't tripping for a time. Like it would happen a lot. It happened kind of fairly. At least once a week it would happen.
Okay.
Sometimes twice though.
Okay.
And yeah, like I would usually like when it was like sometimes they would get to our cell and there would only be one left. So
Okay.
then and usually you and your celly would switch off, but like I gave him to my celly usually because like I wasn't tripping. I mean he had like a wife and shit, so I was like, you know, I mean, call her and tripping.
Yeah, so like, how many cellmates did you have over your course of being in prison?
One. So at Tracy I had one.
Okay.
At Valley State I was in a cell with like 6 other guys. It was like a dorm cell.
6 in a room?
Yeah, but it was cool. They had like 2 sinks, a
Okay.
shower, and a
Okay.
fucking toilet. It was alright.
Okay.
And then when I got to Salinas Valley, let's see how many cellies did I have there. I had one cellie for like over a year.
Okay.
And then we ended up getting into it
Uh-huh.
a few times.
Okay.
And then he moved out.
Mm-hmm.
I moved my homeboy in. We ended up getting into it, just like into arguments, and it was just like, and I told him, I was like, bro, like, I'm cool off you, like, you need dip. And I actually ended up moving in with my homeboy that I was in the hole with, because his cellie left, so I was like, and I wanted to go to that building, so I was like, fuck, I'm gonna slide over there. So I moved in with him, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4 total. And then that fool was just, he was a good dude, one of the best homies, but I was trying to get into the dog program.
Okay.
And I had this fool that was in the dog program. It's a lot easier to get in when your cellie's already in.
Mm-hmm.
So I moved in with that dude.
Did you ever get in a dog program?
Yeah, I got in and I would go to the yard twice a week and help train dogs.
Oh, nice.
But then I actually ended up moving out of that fool's house because I can't deal with that fool shit. That fool was just like playing music hella loud all the time. I mean, good dude, great dude, awesome dude. You know what I mean? We were cool. Left, like we never got into it really at all. I was just like, hey, like I gotta go, homie.
So how many do you think you had total?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
In prison, yeah. In county, I had a bunch of cellies. Just cause like
Yeah, everyone's there short term, right?
that and I don't know. I was just like, I seen somebody I think I would live with, get along with better.
Okay.
I move in with them, or my cellie would leave, go get out, and then I'd have somebody else move in. Real high turnover rate, you know. So, you know.
So how many total prisons did you go to?
3.
Okay, 3. So tell me about your first day in prison. What was that like?
Yeah, I was just like, I was super curious, you know. I was like high strung, and I was just like, but it was whatever. I went during COVID, so me and my cellie were put on. At Tracy, there's 3 tiers, and so they had the 3rd tier reserved for people on quarantine. So we didn't get out of the cell for like 2 weeks, and then they moved it once we got quarantined, moved us in with everybody else. So I didn't really, like my first day, I mean, it was getting booked was kind of funny. Like they played that movie Get Hard with Will Ferrell and fucking
Really?
Kevin fucking
Kevin
Hart.
Hart.
Yeah, and that was hella funny, you know, because like Will Ferrell was like going to prison.
Yeah.
And Kevin Hart's like training him for prison, and he's never been.
Yeah.
And so it was kind of goofy that they played that, but yeah, no, it was a trip, just way bigger, you know. Different caliber of people for sure, you know. Because like I have never been to prison, so in county they have like pods in county that are for people that have been to prison before, and then there's and then there's the few that haven't been to prison before, just general population, but like different blocks, you know, for the prison pod than just a regular general population. And so that's who I was with the whole time. And so there was like a couple people that came through that I met that had like been to Tracy for like a few months and then got out, like they never did like crazy time, you know. But yeah, no, it was a trip. It was just seeing like it was just way bigger, tripping out on the people, just like, you know, seeing people with like swastika tattoos and shit. Never seen that before. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's pretty crazy, pretty intense, especially being in California.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, just like I said, then caliber of people I've never been exposed to before.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, and so you talked about moving around different cells. How does that work?
I mean, like say like, I mean, some places you're not really. I mean, so I've heard, at least everywhere I was pretty like mellow with that, at least, you know. Some places like you're like, if you're only able to move out if like there's like a serious problem, or but yeah, no, usually you just you know, if there's somebody you want to move in with or somebody that wants to move in with you, you just let the COs know, like, hey, this fool's gonna move in with me, and then they move through.
And so they're just pretty chill about it? Like, you say, hey, I want to move with him, hey, I want to move with him.
Yeah, it's usually pretty chill, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And so what is the food like in prison?
Ass.
Okay, describe me the average prison meal. And it's so funny because today we actually went to a Michelin star restaurant. We didn't even know it was Michelin star. Luna
Fire.
in San Jose, best Mexican food I've ever had in my life. Incredible, amazing.
For sure.
In Portland, I won't be getting Mexican food for a long time. All right, back to the podcast.
Yeah, the food. I mean, like they have like, you know, different meals, but like sometimes it'll just be like slop, like shit. Like what is that? Like,
Jeez.
like some kind of like rice shit that like it has like mystery meat in it. Like,
Oh, jeez, dude.
crazy shit. I mean, then like one meal that everybody looked forward to the most was chicken on the bone. It's just like a chicken hindquarter.
Okay.
And because like in county you don't get. I mean, at least in Placer County, you know, you didn't get chicken on the bone. You know, there's no, you know, and so it's just like, you know, way better. You know, it's like greasy with skin. You know, it's like is like a real like fine leg, it's
Yeah.
a bomb. And so that was like a lot of people, that was like their favorite.
Okay, how often would you get that?
Once a week.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Sometimes like every week and a half. I mean, it depends on the week, but yeah, usually like once a week.
Okay. And so I've heard about people getting tattoos in prison.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Like, how does that work?
So you get a guitar string and usually like a CD player motor. And you fucking, I never made one. So I've seen it myself. I've had multiple cellies had tattoo guns. Many of them always get tattooed, but I'm just like, I'm straight. I'm cool. I don't need that. But yeah, like a guitar string, CD player motor, and then like you can order like hobby packages.
Okay.
And so sometimes like you can order like ink, not tattoo ink, but
Yeah.
like pen ink, like real nice pen ink, and it'll come through.
Okay.
Or some people get like those like they're handballs, but like those little rubber racket balls,
Yeah.
little blue balls.
Okay.
So we have metal shelves in prison, and people would get fire and burn it onto the top of the shelf in the soup, scrape that shit off, make ink out of that. Fucking yeah, crazy.
So they turned a ball, which is like a toy, into something they put in their body?
Yeah, crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah, it was wild. I know, I heard that. I was like, no way.
That
Like, wow.
is insane.
For real. Yeah, people like will sell bottles of that ink and shit, They'll like, that's like hustle,
Wow. So they really do love tattoos if they're willing to do something that crazy.
Yeah, I mean, usually like you can spot like prison ink, I
Okay.
mean, especially if you, like I already know, like if somebody got prison, like I could tell, like, oh, yeah, they've been locked up. Like it's not, doesn't look like tattoos you get out here, Unless you just got a shitty ass tattoo artist, then, it might look like some prison ink, but usually, like, yeah, you can tell.
You ever see a good prison tattoo?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, there was definitely one of my cellies, he had good ass tattoos,
Okay.
for sure.
Okay.
But like a lot of them are usually like kind of like blue or like greenish, like a bluish green. You
Okay.
can tell like the color, like they use very good ink.
Yeah.
But like some people, it's like they have like nice black tattoos,
Okay.
And yeah, like I've seen some like crazy like Aztec stuff.
Okay.
Some like super cool like Nordic stuff, like
Okay.
Celtic knotwork, like Viking
Yeah.
shit, like
Uh-huh.
a lot of the white ones get like swollen demon stuff,
Okay.
like usually like a sleeve and like the chest.
Uh-huh.
I've seen some cool shit for sure, but yeah, now the majority was just like, yeah, I would not get that.
So you went to 3 different prisons. Can you rank them from like which one is best to
Surgeons
worst?
Valley was cool.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely the most violent, but it was cool. Like as far as the people, and like I mean, well, it's just.
I mean, I
Yeah.
just can't believe you said that. Most violent, but it was cool.
Well, because they had like. I mean, I'm sober right now. I've been
Okay.
sober for like about 3 months now.
Uh-huh.
But I mean, they had like. There's like cool amount of drugs. There's phones. There's
Okay.
the people there were cool. Like I made some good friends I still talk to
Okay.
today.
Okay.
Valley State was weird. Didn't like that.
What was so weird about it?
Okay, so it was a lower level. It was a level 2 prison, right?
Okay.
And it's just like paperwork doesn't get checked like that.
Okay.
Like, yeah, it's just we don't necessarily know who you're around. Like I mean, like if you're like a good homie with somebody, you're gonna make friends, and you gotta show each other paperwork. But like,
Oh, interesting.
as far as like you don't know if you're on rat, sex offender, or whatever. This is weird, whack. I mean, I'm glad I left. You know what I mean?
Do you have an example of prison paperwork with you?
Not with me. I got it at the house, so
I should have asked him.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. That's all good. Okay. Like that's super.
I have my
interesting.
ID.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
we can show that later. Okay, so there's the last prison that you went to. What was that like? Or like, so you'd rank that one, I guess, what, best or worst in this scenario?
I mean, they're all suck. They're all shit.
Yeah.
Prison sucks. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But as far as like what made my time the easiest.
Yeah.
Well, Tracy, like there was cool people and shit, but like it was so
Okay.
stressful. Yard was cracking a lot.
Okay.
But then Tracy's just like a hellhole. It was like old as fuck. The water was fucking disgusting. Like you get to the bottom of your cup, and it'd be like soot, like you would move your cup and it'd be like soot going like that, like moving around it. Gross, foul, hella
That's
foul.
horrible.
Dirty roaches, spiders, mouses, yeah, mice, mouses. But yeah.
I can't believe that Roach is in an American prison.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, there's roaches in there, all the prisons. Damn near all. I mean, like, yeah.
I hate roaches so much.
Yeah, I know. I'm proud of watching my cellies kill them. I wake up to go use the restroom in the middle of the night and like I see a roach and I'm like, hey, we gotta get rid of this motherfucker, bro.
I'm getting flashbacks.
Pincher bugs. Tracy was like infested with pincher bugs.
Wow.
Yeah, Tracy was foul, bro.
Whew. Just that alone, just like roaches in every prison. I think that should be the giveaway of like, if you're thinking about doing something dumb, unless you want to get swarmed by roaches, which has happened to me before, it's horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I can get into it another day, Philippine life, you know, whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah, for real.
Okay. And so, can you tell us like some of the crazy stories, some of the things you've seen in prison?
So, first I want to say like, I never, thankfully, witnessed somebody get like stabbed in front of me. I've been like it's happened in like a couple cells down for me, but I didn't. I seen the dude walk out with holes in him bleeding, but I didn't see it happen. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, like my first day at yard at Selena's fucking. There was two 2-on-1s going on at the same time. One over at the basketball court, one over at the other side of the track. And then like one dude over by the track, he was like, I'm not moving. I couldn't find out the fool got paralyzed from the neck down, bro. These dudes are just beating the dog shit out of him, like, bad.
Wait, so they didn't have a shank or anything? They just beat him so bad he became paralyzed?
Yeah.
What happens then?
Well, that fool goes. I mean, he usually goes goes to the hospital and then goes to like a medical facility.
Do you stay in prison if you're paralyzed?
Yeah, I mean, you don't get. I mean, like I've heard of shit like there's like compassionate releases, but I never met anybody that got that. Like I never heard of nobody that knew anybody that got that. Like you're in prison, bro. Like you know, I don't feel bad for you. They're like that shit comes with the territory. Or like chances are, if you're getting beat up, like you did something to get beat up. Like I never got beat up. Like I never got 2-on-1. I never like I got into 3 fights in prison, bro, and that was it. You know what I mean? And it was never. Somebody never like took. Well, I guess one time dude pushed me and then we just got down. But yeah, no, I didn't. If you're getting beat up that bad, you did something probably. I mean, sometimes it's not for a very good reason at all.
Yeah.
Like my homeboy that was at another prison. He was like, yeah, bro, there was like a misunderstanding over an 8-ounce jar of freeze-dried coffee and fucking home got stabbed. It's just like that. Like shit happens for. I've seen dudes get in a fight over a honey bun.
That's one way to lighten the mood.
Yeah.
That's one way to lighten the mood.
For sure.
Yeah,
stupid shit, you know, usually. But like if you're like getting like the dog shit beat out of you or you're getting stabbed, you probably told on somebody or you probably just did some fucked up shit.
So if you got paralyzed, did they at least give him a wheelchair? Or if it's from the neck down, like...
I don't know, well, he did it. I mean, when somebody gets beat up that bad, they can't bring them back to that prison because they're gonna get on them again. You know what I mean? Because like when they're beating somebody up that bad, you're doing it to you remove them from the yard.
Oh, okay.
So like usually it's like a 3-on-1 for removal, but like if it's like bad enough, they're like, okay, they obviously don't want this fool here. We can't bring him back because it's gonna happen again.
Yeah.
So they. And
so do they just bring him to a different prison?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so it sounds like there's different types of beatings.
I mean, there's DPs, disciplinary punishment. That's like something like, you know, you fucking got caught taking a nap during the day, or you got caught with your shoes off during the day, or you know, so that you'll get beat up for that.
Wait. You get beat up for taking a nap in prison?
Depends where you're at. When I was at Tracy, there was like no sleep. Usually it's like a lot of like times it'll be like one up, one down, like one person taking a nap, one other person's off, but it's like the dude was an asshole, bro. That at Tracy, he was like, no naps, can't be caught sleeping, bro. Like, we had to do burpees so Tracy at reception, we only got yard for an hour. We had to do burpees for the whole entire yard for a week straight because somebody got caught taking a nap.
Wait, so they punished
everybody because they're like,
that's
keep your homeboys in check. Like, no, you gotta be on your toes all times. No fucking, fucked. I love fucked. Hot ass weather. Burpees for an hour straight. And like if you like took too like long to walk to get water, they would be like yelling at you, like, what the fuck are you doing? You fucking shamming? Like you fucking, you know, why are you taking hella long? What the fuck? Get back to working out. Like, fuck, bro.
And this was this
is
is like the enforcement people or the correctional officers enforcing this?
Nah, inmates, yeah. Like the key holder, the shot caller, whatever you could call it, you know.
Your own people won't let you take a nap?
No, because it's like you got to. It's like you never know when your door's gonna get popped. You get popped when you're not expecting it. And like you never know. Like, cause like, you know, dirty shit happens. Like, you know, COs pop a door for a cell while somebody else is out that they know wants to get on. And like shit, or like, you know, like shit. You just gotta be on your toes. Like,
so
that's like the rule. That's like the reason behind that rule. Yeah.
So you can't take a nap for your own protection.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, like, it's whack though. I mean, like, I get it, I guess, but like, yeah, but when we're really flunking with other like races, because that doesn't really happen more. That doesn't happen anymore. There's a whole history behind that, you know what I mean? But like, there's no like real like big. I mean, there's riots that happen, but like, it's like, I don't know, like, I mean, there were times the door got popped open when I wasn't expecting it, but like,
what happens then?
I mean, it's usually just for like, you know, your counselor to see you, a piece at Tracy, or like a medical appointment you forgot about, or for group, you know, it's just like random shit.
Okay.
You know?
But in the other prisons, you could take a nap, just not there?
Where?
You're like, so it seems.
Oh,
like
Tracy, like Tracy was more laid back. Like,
okay.
As long as one of your you're gonna sell 2 people, as long as one of you was awake, the other person would take it.
Because I mean, it's prison. Like, who wouldn't want to be taking a nap to pass the time? Like, that's insane. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And so you mentioned there's a chapel. What's that like? Is that a Christian chapel? Is it all religions? How does that work?
Yeah. So I mean, they have Muslim services.
Okay.
I think they do have Christian services. Nobody really wants that. And then for the whites, they had Odinist services.
What is that?
It's not like Thor, Loki.
Are you serious?
Odin, yeah. It's a religion. Yeah, it's a religion. It's not Odinist. Yeah, a bunch of white boys wear Thor's hammers and shit. Yeah, crazy, bro.
Ridiculous. So like,
I was telling him, he was like, hey bro, fucking, I want you to do this. It was a hammer, Thor's hammer, and I was like, I'm Christian personally, you know what I mean? I'm not super strict or whatever, you know what I mean? But I was just like, nah, bro, like, you know what I mean?
So,
I want to.
So if they're Odinists, what do you think they do with the Marvel movie when they watch Thor? Do they like geek out or like how's that work?
Some of them like it a lot. Some of them are like don't like it because they have certain roles. Like some guys that like oh what's that fool's name? That like it's like the gatekeeper or whatever like that. I don't know. Have you seen the Thor movies?
It's been a long time.
Yeah, I don't know. They were like mad that like there was like other races in like Valhalla. You know, they're no, that's just for white people. Well, let's see what they. Some people like it. They're like, oh, that shit was sick. Mixed feedback for sure.
Okay. And so was that like a really common thing, like among the whites, they would all be into like Thor and Norse mythology?
Yeah, for sure, 100%.
Wow. Because that's so crazy. On the outside, I've never seen like a Church of Thor or like.
Oh yeah.
Like that's just unheard of.
Yeah.
Wow, and not to mention they're skinheads as well.
Yes, yeah, for sure.
So you're telling me they're like skinheads that love Thor?
Yeah. I mean, like not necessarily like Thor, but like it's like a whole ass religion, bro. Like they have like their laws to live by, like.
Oh wow, so they're really into it.
Yeah, for sure. There's like books on the shit, like.
And I know it comes from what is it, Scandinavia or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the Norse countries. Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting.
I never got into it because like I didn't care.
Understandable. It's pretty silly. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
Yeah, motherfucker like praying to Odin and shit.
Yo, he would?
Nobody, I mean, that I knew, but like I had somebody who like, bro, like my celly was like out there, like he would like pray to Odin and shit.
Do you remember like what that would sound like?
Huh? No, I mean it's like, you know, like
okay. Oh, silent, okay.
Yeah, but like not like he would talk about how he prayed to Odin and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that shit was set you off first. You're crazy.
Yeah, for real. Sheesh. Wow.
For real.
That's Alright, so I think it's time to talk about these uniforms or outfits or whatever. Are these accurate? Are these realistic? Do you know? He said no.
Nah, I mean, when you go to the whole, you get a jumpsuit, but it's a white jumpsuit, and it says CCR prisoner on the leg and on the back, and it has, instead of buttons, it has ties.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a white jumpsuit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
county. I mean, you wear orange in county.
Oh, okay.
But it's just like a shirt, like a t-shirt, like an overshirt, like a V kind of thing, and then pants and orange socks. Orange.
Okay. So what did you wear most of the time in prison?
In prison, you can order like personal clothes, all plain clothing, like only gray and white colors.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd wear like basketball shorts or like sweat shorts.
Oh, really?
Yeah, pro club t-shirts.
Okay.
Walker Reed socks, big socks. Yeah.
So you could dress pretty normal then.
Yeah, but like when you go to like groups or like class, you have to wear your blues.
Okay.
So yeah, so like when you're on the yard, you get blue pants and blue shirt.
Okay. But it's never anything like this, like a full on. I guess it's like a. I guess like a worker's outfit or something you call it.
Yeah.
Or maybe like a janitor outfit,
like
orange or something. Because I got these because, as we all know on the outside, what was the show, Orange is the New Black or something? Or like every time you saw prison, they were always wearing orange.
Yeah. I mean, when you're at reception, you wear orange.
Okay.
But then once you get to the main line, you get blues.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And so you said you got into prison fights. Can you say what those were about or why they happened and like?
Yeah, I mean, it's true. I mean, embarrassing to. I don't know. Like, first when I was at Tracy, they basically told me like I was there for like 2 weeks. They told me like, hey, you need to do this DP. And they were like, you know about this dude. And then like my homeboy was like, yeah, don't worry, I'll get on first. Just don't leave me hanging. And I'm like, fuck. And so, you know, they recall the yard, and then boom, he hops on him, and I get on him. And just like he wasn't falling on the ground, so I grabbed him and I put him on the ground, and like we're just beating up. Like, SEALs are like taking their sweet ass time walking over. Like they like walk slow, so you like run out of breath. I mean, I'm assuming at least, because like I mean I was like talking to school, I'm like, fuck, like I'm gassed, like hurry up and get over here and stop this, fuck, because like you're not supposed to stop until like they use force or spray or whatever. So yeah, there's that one. And then when I was at Valley State, one of my cellies fucking, so it was like hella, he was a whack job. I was fucking, so like my bunk's right here, there's 2 lockers, and his bunk's right here, the bunk beds. I'm talking to his bunkie, right? I'm at the end of their little area, talking to him, and long story short, this fool felt like I was in his personal space, right? And he started like talking whole shit to his fucking bunkie, and I was like, hey bro, like if you're upset with me, like what's up? Like what's up? Like what? I didn't mean to fucking offend you. Like just let me know what I did, homie. Like I didn't try to piss you off or nothing. Like you know, we gotta be talking hella crazy shit, homie. And then he starts like putting his fucking shoes on, walks over to like the sink area. He's like, come over here. I was like, for real, bro? Like I tried to like diffuse the situation, bro, because I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to fucking, I don't like fighting, you know what I mean? But then I walk over there, and he's just fucking like yelling at me. I'm like, bro, check it out, homie. I'll stay out of your area. I won't even talk to you, bro. I'll stay out of your way, bro. I was trying to break that shit down, bro. Call me a pussy bitch, whatever you want, bro. Like I was trying to like walk away from the situation, bro. I do walk away, and I'm supposed to, don't fucking run from me, or don't fucking walk away from me. And I'm like, oh, like now I'm getting kind of irritated, right? I just walk up to him, I'm like, bro, what do you want to do? Like, what are you trying to do? And he pushed me, got on him. It started not going his way. He grabs my dick and balls and starts yanking on them.
What?
And then I'm like, now I'm just trying to like grab his arm and like make sure he stops yanking on my shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? Like, I'm talking hella shit now. What the fuck, bitch? What the fuck? Why are you grabbing my shit? Like, fight like a man. Like, pussy, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And he slips on a towel, a floor towel, like we used to clean the floor with. Slips, and there was a door stop to the shower.
Yeah.
Like just a piece of metal sticking out of the ground. He slips on the floor towel, still holding onto my shit. And so I'm falling with him, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I am not resisting that fucking momentum.
Yeah.
And so I fall on top of him, boom, his fucking, the door post sticking like this, his leg hits it, boom, snaps his fucking shit, bro. You didn't see it poking out of his skin, but you could see the bone pushing against the skin. It was like that. I was just like,
He's lucky that wasn't his head.
yeah. I mean, I'm lucky it wasn't his head. Yeah. But that's when I went to the hole for 6 months, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said 6 months?
Yeah.
And so you were just in there by yourself?
Nah, I had cellies.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I had one cellie, he ended up getting out, getting transferred to prison,
Mm-hmm.
and then moving with the other fool. Yeah. Chill. It was cool.
And then you said, so that was one fight. What about the other? So do you count that DP as a fight?
I mean, it wasn't really a fight, it was just beating somebody up.
Yeah.
So yeah, that wasn't really a fight.
Okay.
But then,
So there are 2 others?
yeah, then so
Okay.
so it was those first 2 altercations, right?
Okay.
And the third one was over the fucking phone list, right?
Uh-huh.
Because I was giving my cellie the calls when there's only one left, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he would like offer it to me,
Okay.
and I would be like, no, it's good, you can have it, thank you though. And one day he just like stopped offering it to me. And then I waited for the CO to walk away. And I was like, hey fool, what the fuck? Like, don't you want to ask me? And he's like, what the fuck? Why are you coming on with hella attitude, bro? What the fuck? Where did this come from? And I was like, I just think it's fucked up. You don't even out. I was feeling like, I was in a bad mood that day or something.
Yeah.
And he's like, bro, you acting like a chick. I'm like, really, fool? And I honestly, again, bro, I tried to fucking break that shit down. I tried to fucking got my rack, tried to suck it up and be like, I was so mad. I said I was acting like a chick, bro. I was so mad. I got off my rack. I covered up our windows. I was like, all right, we need to handle this. And he's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, bro. And he stood up and he just got our money. And then we shook hands after. We're straight.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like last time where it was like a KO? Or like you guys just handled it even?
Yeah, he had like a black eye, split lip, and a fucking big ass knot for it. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like that fool, like he definitely got more in than me.
Okay.
I mean, I got my issue for sure, but but it just looked good for me. Like my head was fucking goose egg up.
Yeah.
Like later at night, I was like leaning. I sat up in my bed. My head was so like swollen. I fucking like going like that.
Sheesh.
But like you couldn't tell because I had hair, And so, but yeah, every night I was like, "Damn, you beat that fool's ass." And I'm just like, it wasn't like that, but
Yeah.
it looked like it.
In prison, you just don't say anything.
Yeah, just like I mean, yeah, you don't speak on, I mean, that's a incel, problem, situation, I mean, people heard it because it was 2 fucking like 6'2" dudes, like 200+ pounds, just like throwing haymakers at each other.
Sheesh.
Yeah, but yeah, that was only the fight.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then so what are like some words or some slang that like people use in prison? Because you said
That's out.
That's
out.
Oh, you can't say it?
No, that's out. No, that's like some people say, like when they say, when someone's like, like they don't like something, they're like, that's out. That's out. Or shoot it. Like hey, you need a soup, homie? Yo, shoot it. Or let's see. Or man, that fool's on my line. Like he's on your or he's on my bumper, on my helmet. Like he's fucking like just like on you about something. Like won't leave you alone. Like that fool's on my line, bro. Or let's see. I found myself saying it too. Like when you're talking to somebody in a conversation where you're like, all right. Or like you're just like when you say what's up to somebody, you're like, all right now. Or fucking, just shit like that. I'll probably think of other shit, but yeah, that's off the top of my head right now.
Yeah, if you think of something, you can just like,
Yeah.
I guess ad-lib it or just shout it out or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about like prison rules? Because I'm sure there are a lot of like unspoken rules and things you can't do in prison.
I mean, as far as like unspoken rules, I mean like they're all pretty much known. There's no like, but it's like, like there's certain like things you don't say to somebody. You don't call somebody a bitch, a punk, or a lame. You don't, I mean, you just don't like disrespect somebody like that unless like you're trying to fight, or, and, let's see, you gotta wake up when, they bring breakfast. When they bring breakfast, you gotta be awake. You just stay awake.
What time is that?
It depends, like, it's usually like 6 sometimes it's like 6:15, but 6:15 to 7 o'clock.
Damn, that's pretty early.
Yeah.
What time do you have to go to bed?
You can go to bed whenever you want.
Oh, okay.
You just gotta wake up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then what about that no napping rule? Does that end at like after 5 or something?
After 8 o'clock pill call and program's over.
Pill call?
Yeah, so there's a bunch of people take like, well, not a bunch of people, like, but like people take meds, you know.
Makes sense, yeah.
You know, and yeah, they have like morning pill call, afternoon pill call, after dinner pill call, then evening meds.
Okay.
You know.
And then as far as like being a shot caller is concerned, did you ever meet a shot caller?
Yeah, they're on the yard with you.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Fucking yeah.
And you said they had keys?
Oh, no, that's just.
Don't worry about it. We already talked about it.
Oh my
We already talked about it. Yeah.
Oh.
First ever outfit change of the podcast. Yeah, mine is tight.
You're a little snug.
Yeah, I guess I gotta just deal with this later.
Oh. Yeah, I'm toasty, bro. Thank God we didn't have to wear those things in there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But yeah, now yeah, people got meds and then fucking yeah, just mandatory workout. I mean, there's like all kinds of shit. Really, like it's just like regular though, like you know. Like you roll your mattress up during the day. Like you can't have your mattress rolled out. Can't like lay down on like your mattress. Like when you wake up, you roll it up. Hard bunk. Some people will put like a blanket down or have like a pillow. Make a pillow. But yeah, no, fucking yeah. There's all kinds of shit though. You know, that's just what comes to mind right now though.
If someone was going to prison for the first time, what is some advice that you give them?
Keep your head down, mouth closed, ears open, ears listening, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
don't talk a lot.
Yeah. And so, while you're in prison, would you say that you changed as a person over time, or?
Yes.
Okay. How would you describe that change in yourself?
More appreciative of life. Realize life's short. It can change. You know, the snap of a finger. Fucking I mean, at first, like when I first got out, there was like reactions I had to shit. I was like, not me. Like
what were some of these reactions?
like one time I was in Home Depot. Like it was my second day out. I was in Home Depot with the homies, and we bought like a weed whacker or something. And there was like a forklift in reverse, so you know they make that beeping sound. And then there was like an LED light flashing. And like the combination of those two things was just like well, not just like, but very similar to like an alarm going off in prison, like when there's a fight on the yard. So like instantly I was like, what the fuck's going on? Like, you know, but I'm like, stupid, I'm in Home Depot, like nothing's happening, there's no fight, nobody's getting hurt, or you know what I mean? Like, so that was one. My first night out, actually, I went out with a couple of the homies, and I don't know, some good drunk dude, fucking, I mean, we were all faded, but like some random, I don't remember why or what, but called, I don't know if he was saying it to me or my homie or what, but he just like was looking at it, he called one of us a bitch, and instantly, as soon as the word came out of his mouth, I just cracked that fool, dropped him. He didn't get knocked out or nothing, but he was drunk, you know, he fell on the ground, you know. Mm-hmm. And then I was just like, damn, I didn't even like think about that, you know. I was like, that's not me, that was never me, like I never would. You know what I mean? It was just like a reaction, you know? And then, but yeah, really just like still, even now I've been out since end of March, and like, even just driving around is just like, man, I'm really driving on the fucking freeway, like I'm going to work, like I'm gonna go buy food and get whatever I want. Like I'm gonna go to the gas station and choose from this plethora of fucking chilled beverages, you know, like just like little shit, bro. Like I'm so grateful for. Like I'll go watch the sunset if I want. I'll go to the fucking drive to the beach. I'll just like it's just like I'm so like grateful to like be able to make those decisions and fucking open the door on my own, you know, not fucking have like the CO have to fucking tell the, you know, or the tower cop to fucking open my door. Using the bathroom and not another man being sitting like 5 feet from you. showering whenever I want, bro. Like, I don't know. There's just
You can't shower whenever you want?
No, I don't know.
How often do you shower?
3 times a week. Unless you have a job, then you get a worker shower.
I can imagine how horrible that is in the summer.
Yeah, but we bird bath though.
Bird bath? What is that?
Yeah, so basically, I don't know if you ever seen like the sinks and toilets in prison, like they're connected, like one stainless steel fucking contraption.
Okay.
And so what you do is, you fucking, usually you'll have like a curtain made like on the sheet, so like you separate the fucking bathroom from like the bunk area, so like you're not just, so you fucking, you sit on the toilet butt ass naked, or wear your boxers, whatever. Plug up your sink, fill up your sink all the way. Put water on you, soap up, and just rinse yourself off.
Oh, that's what they do in the Philippines.
Yeah, no, they actually do it in like other countries, like they just pull buckets of water, cups of water on our head.
That's exactly what they did.
We call it bird bathing though, and that's like, did that a lot.
Okay.
Twice a day sometimes. Yeah.
Oh, I can imagine in the summer, no AC.
Miserable.
Yeah.
Like, it would be so, Salinas have a decent AC.
Okay.
Tracy, nothing.
I'm surprised it was AC.
Yeah, no, it was cool. It was,
Okay.
I mean, it was like nothing crazy. It was a swamp cooler.
Okay.
So like when it was really fucking hot, like, it didn't work.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it was working.
Okay.
But like a Tracy would be so hot, like you would like be sweating just sitting there. And so I would like wet, like some people, I would too. You get your t-shirt wet, wring it out, and put that wet t-shirt on, and be dry in like 10 minutes.
Oh wow.
But yeah, before you go to bed, like even if you did shower or bird bath already, you bird bath again, so you go to sleep like feeling clean, just because it's so fucking hot. But in the winter it's cold, but like you can buy like sweaters and shit, and like sweatpants,
Okay.
and they give you like a jacket, usually like a denim jacket, or like depending on where you go, they give you like a puffy like kind of windbreaker thing.
So you were in for 4 years. Do you think you would have been able to achieve the same transformation in a short amount of time?
No.
Oh wow.
I mean, maybe, but like
Okay.
I don't know what I would have had to go through. I think I had to go through that to have
Okay.
the outlook and mindset I do now.
Okay.
Yeah, like and I'm thankful it was only 4 years.
What do you think an extra 5th year would have done?
Probably got into some kind of trouble.
Okay, but you felt like after 4, like it's time to get out of here? Or like you feel like the chapter was closing, you feel like you're ready to move on to the next thing?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like to some of my homies, I was like saying some crazy shit. Like I was like, I feel like I'm not like ready yet. Like I feel like there's still like more I need to like learn and prepare for.
Okay.
And I was like, and it was never like an actual, like it was like I was actually gonna do it maybe, but like I feel like I got a close friend, like bro, like I didn't even want to like get in a fight or something, so like I get a little more time, so I don't have to fucking get out right now, like because like I'm not really, I don't feel ready. Those are just like intrusive thoughts, really. Because I mean, who doesn't want to get out? Of course, I wanted to get out, but it was just like.
I completely understand. It's like
It's a weird thing to explain.
No, I completely understand. You've been in for so long. You got used to it.
I mean, and really, I wasn't down for as long, long compared. Like I was just like what they call a short timer.
Okay.
These guys get surprised when they get life. Like,
Yeah.
And that guy's been out 39 years, bro.
Wow.
Like crazy shit. Some guys that are just my age and just coming in with life. It's like how do they see that? The light at the end of the tunnel. They probably don't. And but it did feel like a long time to me.
Okay.
And 4 years, I mean, it was a chunk, but like it sat my ass down. But yeah, no, I just was like, I didn't feel like I was ready. And really, I wasn't ready.
Okay.
Because I got out and just went right back to doing some stupid shit.
Okay.
But I'm good now.
Alright. And I'm glad.
Thank you, bro.
And so the point I was trying to say is just an idea, is that maybe you felt that you weren't ready to get out because after a certain amount of time, you feel like you're used to it and you feel like you've adapted to prison, so maybe you felt like you weren't ready to go back to the outside and try to readapt.
In a way.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
Because I was just like, what am I gonna, like, there's so many, I mean, like I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know what direction I wanted to take I knew I wanted to do good for myself. I knew I wanted to be successful, but like, I didn't, there was just like I mean, really, because there's a lot of options, you know. There's like it's like overwhelming. You know, it's like there's like so many things. And really, I mean, like as far as getting a job was kind of hard at first.
Yeah.
But,
Do you know what's funny? What it sounds like you're describing right now? It sounds like college.
oh, for real?
100%, yeah. Because so many people get in, they spend so much time there, and they're like, I'm going to change my major. And your version of changing your major is getting in a fighter. Or just doing something that's a way to stay longer. And it's like, over time, you'll meet people who are older, and they're out here getting like double majors and stuff, and it's like, they're just trying to stay in the system because, yeah, it's expensive, like, and for them, they spent money. For you, you spent time.
Yeah.
And it's like, in a way, it's like it felt so normal and comfortable to them. They didn't want to move out or do what's next. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see a similarity for sure.
Yeah.
Fucking
And especially that same age of life as well.
Yeah, no, that's also why I'm glad like I didn't get.
Yeah, you got a street degree.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, was like exposed to like people I probably would have never been exposed to.
Yeah.
You know, heard stories I would have never heard before.
Can you tell some of those stories here?
I mean, yeah, I've got kind of stories.
Okay.
But like they're not mine, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean,
but you heard them firsthand, so.
Yeah, just like.
Anything come to mind?
Yeah.
You just
Yeah, no, a lot of shit comes to mind.
Or even say like the craziest one.
Yeah. I'm not okay. So I feel bad, but this is not a thing, you know. Yeah.
You don't have to say their name.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is Bob Smith.
Yeah, and a guy I met.
Yeah.
Like some of these people like they didn't have like a chance, bro. Like
Yeah.
from a very young age. Like this fool. His dad would fucking. It's really fucked up. His dad would fucking when he was like age like 11 or 12. 12 I think it was like 11 though. His dad would like give him like lines of crystal meth, and his dad would fucking give him a gun and say, "Go rob that liquor store. Just tell him to give you all the money in the drawer and bring it back." Shit like that, where I'm just like, "That's your dad, fool." Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
I know. That's crazy.
Or just like wild stories, like people on drugs and shit, like
Mhm.
doing crazy shit. Let's see. This one. That one was. I mean, it's just like crazy, like just drug, like fucking induced fucking stories, like
What, they just went into psychosis?
this one fool, bro, had been up for
Okay.
so long.
Yeah.
And he had these cool pair of pants that had hella pockets in them,
Okay.
right? They had hella pockets, and he was kicking with his homies, and he had a bag of dope on him, and he was so high, so paranoid, been up for so long, that like, he'd pull out the dope, and he takes them out and put it in a different pocket, and kept taking it out and put it in a different pocket, and he said these guys had so many pockets that he couldn't find it, and he fucking pulled a gun on all his homies. It was like, which one of you motherfuckers took my dope? Which one of you took my drugs? And then like his homies were, bro, whoa, no, none of, bro, you're tripping, bro. You need to go to sleep, homie. Nobody took your shit. And then sure enough, the girl he's with fucking reached into his pocket and was like, it's right here, fool. Yeah, like crazy shit. Like drugs are a motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, definitely. And you heard it here first, kids. That's the reason why they're doing something crazy. That's your time to get out of there. Wow. So you mentioned like group work and group activities and that sort of thing. What is that all about?
They have like AA, NA,
Okay.
you know, like the religious services. They
Okay.
offer college courses.
Oh, nice. Did you do any of those?
Yeah, I took 1, 2, 3, like 5 college classes.
Okay. And how does that work? Is it like actual teachers or is it online?
Yeah, like
Okay.
a lot of times, like a couple times it was their first time teaching college,
Yeah.
and then
Well, that's crazy. Teaching inmates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then like some one lady was like a social worker. One of them taught at a local college in Monterey.
Okay.
Another guy, he just got it was his first semester teaching at a local JC, but he was also teaching us a class,
Okay.
criminology class. So
Yeah.
ironic, right?
Yeah,
But-
that's definitely
no, I took this one. It was called Counseling 1. It was like a life skills kind of college
Okay.
class. And then I took statistics. I took Chicano studies.
Interesting.
And then alcohol and other drugs. And they're all through a Hartnell Community College in Soledad.
Oh, I've never heard of that place.
Yeah, it's just a community college over there in the Monterey County.
Okay.
But I took American popular music,
Okay.
and that's it. Yeah, I think.
But can you take like a lot? Can you get like a degree in there or anything?
You can get an associate's.
Okay.
You can get like a bachelor's, but you have to pay for it.
Oh, really?
Like there's like college correspondence courses you can take. Yeah.
What is that?
They have like Adams Academy. You can
Interesting.
pay for that.
Okay.
There are programs though I've heard now that like certain prisons have like bachelor programs.
Okay.
But yeah, you can definitely get your associates.
But junior college is free?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. So, how many classes could you have taken at one time?
It was usually just 2 per semester
Okay.
max. Because like they only offer so many.
Yeah.
Where like explain this, like they would like offer like different classes each semester, but like
Yeah.
every 2-3 semesters they would rotate them. So it's like
Okay.
if you were at that prison for like 2-3 years, then you've already taken all the classes that they offer at that prison.
Mm-hmm.
And so they had what was it called? Or Coastline, where that was a free correspondence you could do for your associates.
Okay.
They would mail you books and stuff, and so you could like choose what classes to take that way. You did have to pay for books, but there's free college program there.
That's really interesting. If you could change one thing about prison, what would it be?
Joked around less. Just been more quiet. Like I never got myself in trouble with my mouth. That's like I don't know. Like I was just like I don't know. I feel like I was just like I was goofy. Like I would just be goofy in there. You know what I mean? Because I got so bored, I would just start goofing around. And like okay, here's an example. Like
Okay.
my homie, right? We're cool. My homeboy and fucking I like went out with my shoes like not like tied up and like they're on like loosely. He's like, man, you better tie your shoes, fool. And he was like joking. I was like, man, I whoop your ass with my shoes like this. And then he like laughed.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, man, you don't even fucking want it, homie. And he sounded hella serious.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but I still thought he was kind of joking.
Yeah.
And they still doors open. I was like, what's up, homie? We go so right now handle this. And I'm joking, mind you, bro. That's how I joke, bro.
Yeah.
For my friend, no. And this fool, he's like, all right then. And he walks into a cell. And I'm like, hey, fool, are you being serious right now? And he was like, I've never joked around like that, bro. Like, I didn't know you were being serious or not. And I was like, nah, bro, like, you're my homie. Like, I was just clowning. He's like, yeah, I don't play like that, bro. So like, yeah, shit like that, where it got kind of awkward. I was just like, my bad. Like, I was just joking. Like, I thought you were my boy. I mean, he was my boy, but like you said, he's never joked like that. Some people are just so like hardened and so fucking like live a certain way. They're joking around like that, like it's non-existent, Like people only say that type of shit when they're really trying to do that, Like I'm a goofball. Like I'll fucking like, what's up, homie? Like
But it makes sense. Like it helps pass the time.
For real.
Yeah.
That part.
I mean, you can't just sit there like.
And I wouldn't. That's what I'm saying. So that's like what I would change.
Okay.
I really wouldn't have been so goofy.
Mm-hmm.
But whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah. All right.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah, I think it's time. Show me your ID.
Oh. Oh yeah, it's right here.
This is a first on the podcast.
This is hella embarrassing, bro. Alright.
You gotta say something first before you tell them?
This was just, okay, so at the time, I was at Tracy, and it was hot as fuck, and we were only getting showers like 3 times a week, and my hair was like longer than it is now, and I got there right after they did canteen. And then there was a dead week, which is when it takes 5 weeks to go to canteen instead of 4. And so, I mean, the homies would shoot me like fucking like the state gives you bars of soap and shit, but like as far as the shampoo and conditioner, like yeah, like people looked out, like, but I didn't like asking people for shit, you know. And so I was like, fuck this, like I'm not gonna have my fucking hair all fucked.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And you said bars of soap. Is dropping the soap a real thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, I mean like. I don't know, like I was like at Tracy, like there's just 5 shower heads on the wall.
Oh, okay.
And then like you're taking a shower with a bunch of other dudes. And it was like one time like so this fool dropped the soap and then like we just like people just start laughing.
Okay. Yeah, because the inside prison joke.
Yeah, you know. But nah, no.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Weird
So
shit.
prison doesn't make people gay like everyone says?
I mean, there is like rumors,
Okay.
you know,
Okay.
but like yeah.
Okay. Alright. Let's do a side by side. Because I think that makes it even
I
funny.
just go like this. Like that. Look at that bald headed fool, bro. God. Yeah.
Okay, so I think we're almost done. And I just have a few questions left.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, so what is like, for all the other inmates, like what is like the worst crime you heard someone do?
A lot of murder.
Okay,
Lots of. Oh, okay. So
okay.
I was in criminology class, right?
Yeah.
And we were talking about like people like we're talking about recent news stories, right? And there was like
Okay.
I think it was when like Hillary Clinton's house got like broken into.
Okay.
You remember hearing about that?
Maybe.
I don't know, but yeah. So we were talking about that, and then like we just started talking about like break-ins and shit. And the teacher asked like our opinion, and this one fool was like, he's like, yeah, I'm in here for home invasion, you know, well, murder with home invasion, and he's all, I broke into the house, and there was a whole family there, and I just popped the dad to let him know I wasn't playing, and then I just, and I was just like, dude, this fool just around, he's just like, shot, like they're fucking, the dad, like there's like a wife, a father, and like children, and he just blasted the dad in front of the family. He's like, yeah, I just did it, let him know I wasn't playing. And and he's like, and I just, crazy. I'm just like, Jesus.
And they said that in class?
Yeah, I mean, he's doing life, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, yeah, it's kind of stupid.
Wait, so it was a guy in there
It didn't me.
that you actually met?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And he basically just shot and killed someone just cause?
Yeah, let him know he was serious, you know?
That's crazy.
I don't know, because you hear about stories of people pulling guns on people and like, then people are like not afraid that they're, they don't think they'll really shoot them, so like they won't give up whatever it is they're trying to take or whatever, you know? This fool is just like, let you know I'm serious, like you're gonna do what I say, you know? So that was kind of crazy. One of my cellies, he was in prison for fucking, he killed some dude at a house party over a stolen flip phone. Honestly, yeah.
That's insane.
And it wasn't a dude he can steal the phone.
Wow.
But yeah, he fucking stabbed him a fuck ton of times. And like, what's that fucking, like the main fucking artery right here like that?
Aorta?
Yes, aorta, yeah. He fucking punctured that and went like down. And like he said, he's like, bro, I don't know what are the odds of that. Like, he's like, I was just stabbing this dude. I just happened to fucking hit him right in the aorta and fucking. And,
Well, I mean, that's what happens when you stab someone in the chest. That's where all the vitals are.
yeah, so, but yeah, that whole, over a miscommunication,
Sheesh. Killed someone on accident.
52 to life, crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, just a bunch of fucking.
Was there like anything minor that you heard about? Like you were
Yeah, this
like,
one fool, bro. This one fool.
Yeah.
His two homies were like, "Hey, can you give us a ride to the fucking? Can you give us a ride to somewhere? Whatever. Gives him a ride. He stays in the car. That's what he says. You know, but who might say, I believe dude is good dude. But he said that his two homies went inside to some establishment, and I think it was a check cashing place, if I'm correct. And long story short, somebody, they end up killing dude there, And he was just like, what the fuck's going on? They come back in the car, they leave. He literally didn't, and he said he didn't know what they were gonna do. Didn't know what was gonna happen. But because he wasn't even in there when it happened, but because he drove, he got a loss.
Conspiracy?
Yeah, he got life without possibility of parole. Crazy.
Wow.
Didn't even do that. I mean, he drove, you know.
Sheesh.
But yeah, just
Can you imagine that happens to an Uber driver? What do you think about that defense? Like, download the app real quick?
Oof. I mean, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
That's crazy.
I mean, it was one of those things too. It's like he went back to court on a fucking what's that fucking called? When you like appeal, and
Okay.
they were like, we'll fucking give you, like, instead of life without the possibility of parole, we'll give you 15 to life if you just tell us who did it. And it's like, no, you can't, you know, he didn't, you know what I mean? It's just like, you can't do that, you know what I mean? You don't speak up, you know what I mean? And so it's like, yeah.
And so
I got mad respect for that fool, because it's like, that's right, bro, like, you know what I mean? But yeah, crazy shit.
And so did you go to court?
Yeah, but my shit was like I got arraigned.
Okay. What exactly is an arraignment?
So you show up to court usually in like a fucking box, and like a row of people with like a plastic partition, and they just go down the line, and they usually like read like from your police report, and read all your charges. And when I got arrested, there was a bunch of crazy shit. This is like attempted murder, assault with a firearm, possession of a firearm, shooting at an inhabited vehicle, obstruction of justice, vandalism, a bunch of shit. But yeah, I went to court. They fucking, but that's what they do a lot of times. They charge you a bunch of crazy shit, and then they'll offer you a fucking deal.
Okay.
And then, you know what I mean? And it's like, well, you're like, fuck, like, okay. Like, it's probably, like, that's just like, I think it's a crazy high percentage of like people are in prison for plea deals. Like, they just like, they didn't like tell on the way or anything, but it's like, that's like a tactic. They charge you like everything that they think they can, and then like they actually investigate it, and then they offer you like, okay, well, you can either take it to trial for all these fucking charges, or just do time for this.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? And so it's like, a lot of time when you go to trial too, it's like, it's like it's a toss up, you know?
Yeah.
And then, you know, so.
So is that how it works? So it's like they're offering you like the easy way out, or you can risk it all for the all or nothing trial.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And I've heard crazy shit. People with like three bodies, 3 murders, and then they took that shit to trial and beat it. Like,
you know if they did or not? Oh, okay. Well, we're not
but
wait. So if you heard about that, does that mean
that's just something? You know, that's just something I heard. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know.
So hypothetical. So let's say Bob Smith killed 3 people, and then you found out about it because you met Bob Smith because he killed someone else. Like maybe he killed the 4th person and he got caught for the 4th. Is it like that sort of thing?
I mean, of course, like there's like I've always heard this, like people are like, man, like I got busted for some bullshit, but like, you know, there's so much shit I didn't get caught for that I'm not mad about it, you know, shit like that. You know, because like, I mean, in my case though, it's like I really like, aside from like traffic violations, the only time like I like seriously like committed a felony, that I can think of, was what I got arrested for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and of course, like steal fucking bottles from Safeway when we were kids, or fucking, you know. Yeah, it's just stupid. I mean, pretty much, yeah. But no, my shit was just like, I got arraigned, they read from the police report, just like all the shit I was talking to the cops, like, fuck you, blah blah, fuck yeah, all this shit, like, I'm gonna fucking kill you, blah blah, just like talking shit to the cops, you know, and just being a fucking idiot, and read my charges, and then they said no bail. I never had bail, and I was in county for 7 months. Just every time I would go to court once a month, and we would just postpone it, and then after I was in there for 7 months, they came at me with an offer for 7 years, and I would do 85% of that for the discharge of a firearm at an inhabited vehicle. And when I first heard that, I was like, man, that sucks. I'm probably gonna spend like 6 years in prison, but fuck it, that's way better than like attempted murder and a bunch of shit, you know? And plus they had me on video. Crazy.
Who recorded it?
There was a city bus driving by as it happened.
Wait, the buses have cams on them or something?
This one did.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was like so out of it, like I didn't even like see it.
It's crazy. I actually remember the day it all happened. I was at an Earl Sweatshirt concert.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I remember messaging you, and then I checked your Snapchat, and I was like, oh, it's not looking good for him.
Yeah.
And then I messaged you something, and you opened it like years later. Which is like crazy. So yeah, like how often did you get access to your phone?
Oh, I mean, to my phone?
Yeah.
In prison?
Yeah.
Never. You don't get access to your phone. Yeah.
Maybe someone else got in there.
No. When I was in county, I heard like
Uh-huh.
my girlfriend at the time said she had like sent me Snapchats, and like a couple of weeks after I got arrested, she said somebody's open. The cops had my phone.
Oh, okay.
They had my phone.
Uh-huh.
And no, I got on the cell phone a couple of times though in prison. Fucking.
Okay.
And then one of my cellies had a phone, so I was on it like every day.
Okay.
But
how do they get a phone?
Guards bring it in,
Okay.
medical staff, kitchen staff. Yeah.
And then is like the whole backdoor smuggling thing a real thing? Where it's like I've heard about like how they get a lot of stuff in prisons, like they'll put in a condom, wrap it up, put it in their butt.
Yeah, for sure. They hoop that shit. Yeah.
That's what they call it hooping.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, motherfuckers be hooping in there. What show?
It's so funny because like on the outside it's like playing basketball, but like
yeah. I know like one time like they were doing a whole yard search, and my son had like a few grams of heroin, and yeah, he fucking wrapped that shit in gloves and shoved it up his ass, bro. Yeah.
But how do they get like the needles and stuff for heroin, or do they do something?
So there's diabetics and shit in prison, and like some of the nurses will let the diabetics give their insulin shots themselves. And there's like a place you dispose of them, like those little boxes.
Okay.
And just don't throw them away.
Okay.
Or like people will build like fucking fishing sticks and like dip into the fucking you disgusting. You use needles and foul. Yeah. People are gross, but
yeah,
motherfuckers.
And then like for shanks, what do they make shanks out of?
I mean, good ones like the metal shelf. Like you can cut pieces of the shelf off, sharpen it. Just like random pieces of metal you can come across. Like one time, like we got a can from like a big giant, like industrial sized can of fucking beans from the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
You empty it and you flatten it and you roll it up, and it's actually like real durable, sturdy, and it's just like a hollow fucking knife.
Yeah.
And then
because whenever I open like a can opener on the beans, like I always cut myself.
Yeah.
So that is sharp.
But usually like pieces of the bunk you can cut off. Pieces on the door, there's like a long piece of metal, you can cut that off. Yeah, just like random pieces of metal. Or when people get like walkers or wheelchairs, like like the extensions, like the size, they'll take that and they shave it. People, I see some crazy ass knives. Like people would like sharpen them and like they would serrate the blade and everything. Like
that's horrible.
Crazy. Yeah.
That's like because
get a little rusty, so like if you have to use it, like hopefully they get like
tetanus blade. That's horrible. Because like this is like off topic, but actually serrated blades were illegal in one of the world wars because they said it's like too grotesque. Because like the injuries are just too savage. But like,
we're having serrated blades in there.
That's crazy.
We had one that was, but then we would like, they were like when homies were like thinking their cells was gonna get searched, they'd fish their knife over.
Okay.
Yeah, and you get like string and fucking like the end of a toothpaste, you cut it off, fill it with like soap, and it gets hard. And it's like you just like throw it down the tier, you like slide it under the door, and like you fish it back and forth with each other, shit like that. Yeah.
Wow, I mean, one thing I've learned is they're really resourceful.
Well, we're like MacGyver in there, for real. Yeah, crazy, like making lighters, fucking crazy.
How do they make a lighter?
It's not like open. I mean, there's like Like you get like a pencil,
Okay.
you just fucking get like a soda can, you fold up two, like make two like prongs, saran wrap it with like to the fucking pencil, and you like tap the pieces together and it sparks, and you can like toilet paper with that. Or like the most common, like we were making these.
Okay.
You get like a cardboard box,
Okay.
fold it to like a box shape like this, and it has, and you put a razor at the bottom of it, and there would be like a top flap you can push down, and the box would hold 2 AA batteries,
Okay.
and like the top flap had a razor in it, and then like a bread tie. You make it into a coil, and you press the flap down so the coils and the razor be touching the batteries. The other part is touching the razor, and then the coil gets orange hot. And you like light your cigarettes like that, stick wax in it, smoke wax. Yeah.
Like weed wax?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Wow. Man. Like, it almost is like apocalyptic level stuff, where it's just like,
I guess, yeah. I guess, yeah. In a way, it's just like make
use with what you got.
Yeah, for real. Like motherfuckers like selling me the fucking phone charger out of a TV. Like crazy shit, bro.
That's sick.
Yeah, sick as fuck. That fool was all like, yeah. He was like the dude like people bring their radios, C players and shit to fix.
So he's like a low voltage electrician in a way.
In a way, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Like yeah, the TV would be broken. He would have a bunch of extra TV parts. Like somebody's screen was broken, he'd take the screen out, put the screen back in.
Wow.
Or like he would be able to like call it like boosting your TV. He would fucking make it to where like the sound was louder, and you like open it up, do some shit. It's real simple, but yeah, crazy shit. Bunch of just different shit in there.
Yeah.
Little hustles and shit. You know, that's how you make money. You know, make alcohol. Fucking,
How do you make alcohol?
Make wine, and then like you can drink the wine, or you can fucking, you know, just like like rotten fruit and sugar, and but then you can make like, I mean, we call it whiskey or white lightning, but I think like the method we use is actually like the method used for making fucking brandy. It's like I think it is like it's a brandy.
Yeah, the summer fruit is brandy.
Yeah, and so exactly. So you have your wine, right, in a plastic bag.
Okay.
And you have what's called a stinger. So you get like, we have like little mini fans in there.
Okay.
And in the fan there's like a metal block like this big, and there are little plates that are connected.
Yeah.
So you take out those plates, you cut the cord from the fan, tie the wires to the metal plates, and saran wrap them. And then you fucking open the bag of the wine, stick the stinger in there, the metal plates, tie it off. You fucking cut a hole in the side, get like a spice bottle, hollow it out,
Okay.
put one end in the plastic bag with the wine, tie it off, and then tie the other open end to another empty plastic bag. You plug in the stinger, it heats up, boils the wine, and the condensation goes through. It's the spice bottle, we call it a condenser. It goes through that, and then the condensation goes into the other fucking bag, and it's this clear fucking liquid. It's alcohol. It lights on fire, everything.
Wow.
Or alcohol, yeah. That was like what I did for like that was like my little hustle. Like everybody's got like their own little thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Their own little niche, you know?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So you ready to move up to Portland and start a brewery?
Fuck. That shit was disgusting. I don't think we drank it because it was the only thing we had. You know what I mean? I don't know any sane person that would drink that shit for fun.
I think the same thing about kombucha, but you know.
I love kombucha.
Oh man, well, I'm pretty much out of questions. Like, what would you like to tell the people?
Be grateful for your life. You know, don't take shit for granted. Appreciate what you got. Because it's, you know, not to compare, but you know, it can always be worse. But shit, freedom is everything, bro. Like, cherish that shit. Enjoy your life.
Yeah, and then the final question I would like to ask is, who should be the next guest on the podcast?
Oof, the next guest on the podcast?
Yeah.
You know, my homie, I'm gonna just call him, you know, because I don't know if he would actually want to do it, but I think if he would be down, it would be good.
Okay.
The homie fucking,
Did he also go to prison?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
But he lived a different life than I did.
Oh, shit.
Different.
Is he still in?
Yeah, the homie, no, he got out.
Okay.
Yeah, we got out like 3 weeks after me.
Okay.
Homie, his name was Glico. Yeah, that was his name.
Okay.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
He would, Yeah, he could tell a couple stories for sure.
You can give me his details after we post it.
Yes, sir.
Alex Bradley, everyone. Thank you. It's been great.
Yeah, for real.
This was like amazing stuff. Like my mind's definitely blown. There's so much I learned, so much I didn't expect. Like I got to find out the ins and outs of a lot of things we've all been wondering about. Like I think the biggest shock to me was probably the whole prison tattoo thing.
Oh yeah.
Like that's insane. No taking naps is pretty insane. I was pretty stuck on that for a while.
Yeah, you were blown out.
Yeah.
And at first I was like, no, like, bro, I'm sitting on my bunk, like, nodding out, like, fuck, like, I can't fall asleep right now.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah.
That's horrible. And then the roaches, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. That has been another great episode. Thank you guys.